94.7 Asempa FM. So ni Ekosiisen dwumedi no aso guso a utie ne da munyina sese matwen yem yakwaba. Me need your say bonso from me obi. Make us say 14 minutes after 4. Lawyer Gary Nimako Mafo ewo studio, a private legal practitioner and a member of the NPP's legal team. Gary, sir, we a member and I say
I'm a member, legal and constitutional.
Legal and Constitutional Affairs of the NPP. Great. In the end, the current trending issue in your party. That is more. Apart from more national executives, echo round regions, so I express one interest to want to become flag bearer. Why should any member of your party be worried? And why are you in particular worried?
Obi. I'm saying, I'm extremely worried. I'm extremely worried. My worry no stem from past events, recent events, and where we just came from. Say, you fear. Now, no be you go home. 17 presidential aspirants.
Yeah, 2007.
Now, no be. Na ekowie no enwie kra am the composition cause a lot of divisions and entrenched positions about party anymore am ankowie now my finance here we are caught through a very difficult elections, very difficult elections. As a matter of fact, every true meaning loving person in this party should be very worried where we find ourselves now. Given the fact that for the first time, your elections are parliamentarians 137 at par with one independent candidate. I want to cry no Sebi Okayaho. Ekosiisen just asema ba enti and o say okokotenkro akogina afa. For the first time, your coalition kuma bia na either say NDC for between majority in parliament, minority, and I say ye benya overwhelming majority. Now NDC for enya hwe kora na kakabru menya. But for the first time, neck to neck elections. In fact, Irajo Mama enya over 6 million votes. I am saying that every true person or do party no should be worried. They who say ejumaka sia we nimpa. Both on the side of Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency the President, and they are buying our form and also party for national executives. The party many na say bua papa no, near piano. The man Jumana Wayeno, party will be kono, benya do. So the beya, beko wiasieno. Party benya bibi jina swo e 2024. Because you don't go for election in vacuum. You don't go for election in vacuum, you go for elections because of the why year there more mining tea. Again for the party, then Musanto should be. Now, say Yakote ya my elections. That was December 7th. December 9th, and a declaration by Ekosiisen. No crowd by a crown. Ya no for election more winning. And we did do Kroma, yet the more Kroma, she ties, and no one will be Kurias. Election so winning if you could do quarter say election will be on it. Name will be on when it's right. Young round 2, they could not provide any figure to go round 2. Supreme Court was something with that merit, my boy trouble. I don't know when him. You were Akufo-Addo. I sworn in January 7th. I'm an abedio my so. And now March 22nd.
22nd, yes.
Good. Which means we have calculation now. Sabosumi and someone away. Yenko baby a buy no crown pono yewra Akufo-Addo one form buy ni wie na no ya na o de ministers ko parliament na nyame adaroma o mo pass mu nyina na no ya o de budget to parliament na parliament no agiatum ana mo bobo ho agiatum na sia ye hu deputy ministers ye hu regional ministers nwie ye hu friend say CEOs in my ye hu MMDs for nyina ma ye you board of winning my Botchaman for ye be Botchaman say yes, Obi, and I was saying,
Mo e be mo bo chairman.
Ye de be bo chairman no. Ye de be bo chairman. Ye ti edi. What you say? Se be kan no, me say be kan na no ti president say. What chairman no.
E was all paper video.
O so the mo What you say?
Yes.
Ye ti edi. Enti say ekowie say afei na at this early stage ambition is good. No doubt about that. In fact, deeper crowd want to only vision and only ambition. They say, oh, now we are ambition is very good. You must be ambitious. You must have a vision. But at this stage, you know, I was say whether I say we a member, we a minister, whether I say we a one also be a money energy no. It depends you reku any individual interest be say me there me be say me 2024 ti me sha se na me bubu so ni testing of waters na me say me nya support na dabi at this stage we say na destructive we say na subversive we say na just say enya dia woni hwe ball na da ho si ya no but the ball is one ball and that ball is to ensure say Yura Nanado will be able to tanachi. No, no, boo man, no man, boy, kono. Na party no, some leverage. Say, second term no, dear, Penya ye. And therefore, Mama party no can be. And based on this track record, no, young campaign for 2024. Now, you have not even begun the journey. At the very stages, the early stages of this now, partner anymore. The question I ask myself is that, on what record are you going to campaign to Ghanaians? On what record are you going to, because if assuming, say, without admitting, say, a young performer, yeah, what record are you going to stand up to campaign for 2024? Because you are not going on your own as independent candidate. You are going on the ticket of the party. And the party has brought in people as in the government. The panel mobile na omudia by no mo ye free party in the buy. It was we adwuma no na ka say pani bia ban buy adwuma se be begin year 1 no hye se ye no aba no wato aso we koduru ha e say the Ghana for mo hwe o ye buy no etinya ye we omafo nya say ana kufu ado wa ya de ene na say ya wo ko de na hwana do chigya no but we chigya ni pass mesi ana obintin party kronemu ana party kronemu oh ene na say yewura da wase say ja wajo chegina pa eti ne nyina no Ghana fo isa beta na chi na fe seat kra yelusurusu nyina no eti ne ko gi seat nyina back na ya nyuni we hu na de adwene ho no say we si medi fly better we si medi fly better there side is very destructive and we must all be bold to speak the truth e mate say menu am penifo no bi asi o da bi gari de okan no nya adwene na ade no poster club ho no ma enyem na medical bo ho na poster bo ho na na se bo ho no mo a menim ho hwe enti no ana wo complain say chinchi na poster bo ho no ma se poster na bo ho no se bo ho na se e poster na bo ho na ye draw attention poster na ye wo de dia emremu no a constructive notice to you say the wo ye no ebo the constitution no get the constitution
and then
the boybra because you see MPP constitution any this are many constitution
okay
this are many constitution
okay
e wo very clear say what 13 one now kire say party no wa ban mu a party no wa ban mu a aboso me pore 11 before general elections no na party na ko yi obi obedi anim kan
okay
11 months to general elections and sana omako yi obi abedi anim kan say on na be di anim kan say no tamu dia say nya me kra e tuali party nya ban mu a aboso me mienu so mfie mienu na yiu no watimi aye campaign na ton ho na se de be ya Ghana fo be hu so what you say na say party no ban mu party no ban party no adwuma ye abana adwuma ye abana manifesto e dia abaya budget e dia how is the government going to push the agenda through se de be ya government policy no be succeed and say here obi a obi kan instruction pa say nyame se kan nokore So now no ye co-op a friend say parliamentary and omuko yi speaker free opposition side I say even though a speaker for the whole country there so him say you rubber band we this thing free buy what you say and anka you resiama you can say okay fine be I don't know say munti no also ko dwane NDC for the first time you will have seen legislature being controlled by the opposition. So abide the policy parliament na parliament for no a gangi up more battle budget how to budget no budget the voting no we here 137 134
yeah
all NDC members in parliament voted against the budget except those who were absent. 134 nina voted against the budget and then before so nina so vote for the budget. So assuming on the flip side the sound ko wie na nka na majority they will have rejected the government budget or parliament, the country will have been grounded to a halt because government cannot function without the budget and government cannot spend money without a budget. Appropriation bill being passed, they cannot spend money. They cannot spend money. So assuming this has been the case, and look, let me be honest with you. The current state of parliament, no, as it stands now, Obi, it means that no abide the eco parliament. Also, a lot of work. Because you know, Kruma, and I see a speaker, and yeah, free friends say, baby, if you hobano, because if you say, oh, yeah, after all, Josh in the question, any Bacchus Betty. A co we are said, Uncle Yesano. Who say any uncle for Nibi, as I to abandon the tia, any uncle. It should tell you something. Say, currently, no, the way Parliament is constituted, we don't have absolute majority. So even if one member is sick, one member is absent, it's a serious thing for Parliament. I think all members of the party, senior members of the party, junior ones of the party, middle stream, must all put their hands on deck, on the wheel to support Nana Akufo-Addo. Say the baya, obeso CD. Say Nana so CD a, ebe my election e win no, I easy am I. So once CD a, and this for very happy because after all, what say, show us your track record in the second round. Then who point here, you can't point anything because there's nothing to point at. Then how are you going to win the elections? So assuming without admitting, say, you fly better and you may fly better. That's a party if you round 2 years. My fly better will be of no consequence at all. Because unya she no ka say why you need to yan to ban fama unya she the wo ye sia na be kire say Ghana fo e be hu yambo asa to aye so anamo nto aye so. Enti at this stage no mesrem penifo ni nyina me na gu fom pa obi a chew obi a fa the personal ambition and fan chef kakra for now. Ambition is good, very good, but obi a chef kakra for now. Ne nyina ye moa papa no na adwuma no enkoso na Ghana fo hu say ade a 1-2 yi ereko for the ye nie, and therefore Ghana fo nyina no ensam man na ado sorry ye mad the party no another term. So the 8 year cycle no for now na break. We can only break this if Nana performs this term.
Performs. And
he can perform better and perform if all people, cabinet ministers, deputy ministers, the agencies of state, all of them are working towards the one vision, and that vision is the vision of the president, and no other vision at all.
Interested persons in wanting to become flag bearer, Mijidi say, "Omo you are aware of the provisions I will carry," and they say, "Samu abemo 11 months to election and we flag bearer." But Munim say, and as Munim said, the choice of a flag bearer and any event, a process, a chassis free baby, and so one chassis and term, my intends on your clients that you are engaging, conforms or engaging or more, and shall they be drew on was why she ain't for or more a year money my chassis is here. What crime have they committed? Emrabe no mabuno by coming out.
Party man no party man so.
Emrano provision bay.
Article 13.
13 they say muyi flag bearer 11 months to election.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't say it wouldn't mean starting your campaign before 11 months.
You see, everybody in this party, we are subject to the discipline of the party.
Yes.
What I say, we are soon, and now party no, man, constitution no, shall say. A party need be said here, say publicly no, obey uphold party decisions. Party na ye, party the constitution, also we uphold the constitution. We are member of party. We say you must promote and defend the good name of the party at all times. Also, my party unity. We are loyal to the party. Now we abide and uphold publicly decisions of the party. You must abide and uphold publicly. Party constitution, no, sabi, say 11 months to general elections. And this is why abide by the constitution now. Because see, let's understand something.
11 months to general election, the then any ye flag bearer.
Yes.
Basta, so utu anamo bi ansa na you as flag bearer.
So tam no nyanso here.
Okay.
Tam no nyanso here. You see,
okay.
In politics, no. Assuming even you are doing engagement even on the quiet.
Yeah.
Why be on say edem asem keke kankete obi ante ho asem a. Say go be na ngante ho hwe.
Submarine approach.
Say obi ante ho hwe. It is this public declarations or public statements, so to speak, or maybe your supporters going out there to say you see where they are the neighbor. I generated this debate, you know. And I'm just say we know a destructive to the governance structure. Because you see, at the time I was saying you share one ball. You share you work for na memo wo bu never buano. It is a time when the better discussion we cry. I say buy na obi dey ato no. Aha. Budget na you say ko pass here no. Budget mu nsam ye den. Dey na mema progress aba. Budget ni say ni we ska say na ko hefa. Dey na adwuma I say no. Mu ye mo nwie no. Mo twa ska mo wi ana. Sagle project ye gu hoi. Say so me hu say so ko ho no ano. Dey na ban ye. No be yes affordable house be wie. Okay, it say school for so no dey na ban ye dey abo say free chechesi aban ehwe kina amana koso. Economy dey na ban ye say be me steps be stabilize it. You know, I don't man put where there aba. One day one free dey na ban ye dey ato so be back to fruition. Dey na ban ye way. But this is not the time because I feel that just 3 months. Just 1, 2, 3 months. And we are discussing who will lead the party in 2024. That argument to me at this stage, you know, premature, destructive. And it's taking all of us our attention from the ball. We should at this time be focusing on a Jumana Papa year 1. Na year 2 the other one year they are to master be ya party be we say beko 2023 no. Na gonna for you say you go for do. Why are there? And they say na e dia. Nana wada Roma. Ho na e be di wade. O say obi a mama we ni ma de. E bi a me nyi obi a fa mama. Mo de mo pe na mo ni monim. Depend on how the ball will play out. Yeah. At that stage, you know, then we can all see, say, okay, fine. Based on the achievement and the track record of the party in government, no campaign on the party's record in government. Because to be about achievement in government and achievement in opposition. Now, no, don't forget. Time I opposition, you're the kind. You're about year 1, you're the kind. Year 2 years, so end is for the aka. Oh, mobile, Monye say, Muslim say, Manye say, they will not say, you minister one year, I say, your mom, some to us obey a flabber. And I be our position, you one year, my flabber. I don't think so. The party will conduct the elections or will campaign for the elections based on the party's track record in government. And the message say, Obia focus. I had said, yeah, to the Baya. I didn't know, Mampanino. Young say, now no, you're shifting again if you. And I feel debate Ekoso. One be your man or Mampanyanim or Kwa for the say, Yashi. Let's say, Obana we didn't know Ulu selection. And Professor Bena also. Obi. So, yeah, the one never. Near Jama Oba. Now, my penny, Anyashi. there is no record to campaign on. Now be failure. Now you could lose election now be there. No, because Ekosiisen. Ekosiisen. So what I say? Buy the Ekosiisen. I think you should look at the utility principle. The principle is that the party must campaign on its achievement whilst in government. And too early now.
As a member of the legal and constitutional affairs of the party, and then I'll be recommending I'm a party.
So yeah, first you say the seven brother answer. The general secretary must refer. On refer be I say won't you know about your say me tell me kasa bi. No be kan dey now so ko. Wa kan wadwe now ko. What I say, who to me the general secretary of the party, one of the chief secretary of the party. She must maybe assess the situation. No, will be free say after upon assessment, obey here advice be omremo obey refer.
Okay.
If we say here advice be na obey take action based on the no, but the party has spoken about it.
Yeah.
Party na kasa say there be say no obi anyai obi NCC fire, and I think say by and large anti party na say na who say yes too early now. Yes, I say you can have ambition. Now you're guided by our past history. They see here, you're guided by our most recent events. That is even my concern. Now, see here, coalition, Obi, you better not studio now. Now, I don't know, Bebano. Look at Malaba, yes, or Nekone Samra. You got Manisu Brime. Obi, Manisu Brime. Because figures neighbor no figures and to say the last by now from beginning now so clear say I win election no. What you say? It's so clear. And we see Konya Samra, are they chimba, you be who figures ni ye. So what you say? Because it wasn't so clear. And for us to lose most of our MPs, and this for winning those is a worry. So I thought said now our strategies should be channeled how you better capture all those seats back.
Okay.
Never more seats in the account. Okay? Not the same time presidential no. You better win presidential no. You better win yeah. I just said you Akufo-Addo was a CD year round 2 year. Was a round 2 year. That would be a basis and a benchmark to campaign. Never gonna for say you Akufo-Addo about home money.
Okay.
It's at this stage in the whenever there. Obi NCC fire. Na yenwene party no ho. Na yenwene oman no ho. Na yenwene follow the one vision. Another vision for the country. If you say that's the way to go. At this stage.
Nimako Mafo and Yatin in Kano. Some few messages na fe yenhwene yentwaso Obi talking about the early campaigning which has started for presidential candidate of the NPP. I've published an article on my Facebook wall and I invite listeners to make time to read it. In breaking the eight, the MPP must be guided by history. Our tradition's inability to put its house in order after the overthrow of Buzia's regime in 1972, resulting in a split between Victor Owusu PFP and Pawuli UNC. Before the 79 election is what gave away power easily to Dr. Hilal Liman of the PNP. Fast forward to 2021, President Akufo-Addo is yet to even fully form his government. And look at what's happening. It's pathetic. Let's bear in mind that the MPP can and will only break the 8-year jinx if the government performs exceedingly well. Because at the end of the day, whoever becomes the flag bearer would have to campaign on the strength and track record of his predecessor in the 2024 election. That's Sir Obama, and he is in Pokwase. Okay, let me see the other ones we have here. And on Nkomoa Yedino earlier, this one says that good evening, Obi. I think Ghana is losing its sense of moral right and encompassing the so-called human right, which will gradually destroy our culture and discipline. No developed world will sacrifice its moral right for this unnecessary human right. Gusty man, and he is in Brekum on the way. Abba. Let me see if we have other ones here. Nafe Yenya lawyer Kwaina on Kotwana Juma. So Obi, greet my boss and mentor, lawyer Gary Nimako for me. George Quatten is in Adenta and on the way. Abba. Obi, tell those who are fighting to become presidential candidate in the NPP to stop, because they are surely going to opposition in 2024. Regards to my Yensuano MP, Honorable Nana Yautedi, Sir Prince, as in a Yensuano and all the way Abba. Obi, even though it is the wish of any NPP sympathizer and faithful to break the myth surrounding the 8-year rule with more viable candidates, but I think it is too early to canvass for any candidate. For now, let us rally behind the president and his productive policies for the betterment of Mother Ghana. Kabiesi is in second D. I doff my heart for Gary Nimako car for his submissions and advice to us, the party members. Advice accepted. But I'll be asking him how far with the Ascend North case, JB in Sawem and Odiwe Abba. Lawyer, where do you be jaw kwama wako na ansana no obi ebusa Ascend North case no. What's the latest?
Ascend North, so the last date omo call case no, that was last week.
Yes.
Court naturally say will be unfairly issues for trial until there will be an early trial on the matter.
Oh, okay.
And very soon, no, the end of the matter, whether to go left or go right. Because once you file issues for the trial, no, the court set a date for trial, the case is tried, and then that's it. And then the court will decide. And whether or not, Nipano at the time or file, to contest, no, na or your rights or contest here, now when you also contest here, court not be decided. We
are told, sir, the last session it came to light, sir, the renunciation certificate in Nsaka.
Yes.
Does that change?
Let me not prejudge anything. What I've maintained from day one, and I say, looking from ex parte Senator Ajman Rawlings case in the Supreme Court, it was quite clear. Say the Article 94 criteria, no. Kicking in at the time when we are filing with the Electoral Commission.
With the EC.
And my understanding of all those criteria, and they say, obey a member of Parliament. At the time I used to be nomination, but be contest no. That time no, I'll be filing no. There was a meet all the criteria. And he said, filing we maybe I will meet criteria later. Whether or not that qualification the High Court can circumvent it with a Supreme Court decision is another matter. And he know the men can't want them because Supreme Court has a take criteria. No, in that case, no, I argue with myself.
Yeah,
shall say High Court, and he did name one or the Supreme Court. Mantime wants it that because I had maintained, say. Political parties, a constitution. Non-parties, no constitution. Be in this way, and they say, me my dream, no party. They say, Obasa Obosobe Jinawo, a ticket more. Yet, a basic check say, one, we are gonna need who could vote ID card. We will be qualify from day one. The party check the and son a party not penny away primaries. Who can this more the same thing now? When you're not Ajman Rawlings, no one near registered voter, no Kruma. And then this if we a year lie, man, they push it through. Send you Chinchinachi or Manako. Well, Manako, I stay aggrieved. So once I see, I know what they call High Court. If we took us High Court, I don't see there's a constitutional matter which has been raised because I've mentioned Article 94.
Yeah,
it's in the Supreme Court. You come and say, a question. Say, at what point in time, Article 94, they're kicking in? Is it at the political party primary stage or at the time when EC opened nomination? And that was a question, a trick question. I was trying to avoid answering the question, but the Supreme Court compelled me to file my response to it, which I filed. Because we are saying, look, at the 94, as far as you are concerned, will kick in when EC opens nomination for you to come and file. And EC new open nomination, yeah, it is the party for only expression of intention. Okay, and therefore
even including primary
expression of intention, and therefore, as far as they are concerned, no, my man to Mrebia. And before register, file.
Okay.
So, who share before time? You call your primaries no. You call primaries now by we no. Yeah, vetting. Yeah, vetting. Yeah, vetting. Yeah, vetting obia.
Yeah.
And yeah, primaries. Yeah, primaries we you know. And I feel this you be filing with AC no. The General Secretary in his wisdom was another committee which is called verification committee. That committee was supposed to ensure say obia wo sabe wa go to primaries no. Yes, sabe verify obiem who say at the before no meet all the criteria. And as a post cell call primaries no body boni bia inhibition to your filing with the electoral commission. And all the members who went to primaries no bia go through the same criteria.
Ekosiisen.
And to her MP no do citizenship. There's no way who bet me go through with this window because the verification system now omo ST no. And this is, I think they didn't do that. I think some of them were in if they have done that, probably they will have known. Say, oh, Papa, we maybe at the time of where and be a say and I say, they will have known. You see, but because of expertise and not now no, we back party primaries. That's okay. And say, we need card, what ID card, which means disqualified.
Yeah,
which means disqualified. But Jara Manako, meanwhile they still in the constitution. Say you must have all these things. Ekobia so nemre ban na okobia, but you say no decision now own it no. You see it kicks in at the time when you are filing with the electoral commission. Let us see how the High Court will go at a saying of on a saying of matter. But I will not sit here to prejudge any matter for the court. We are only being guided by precedent. That is all.
Gary Nimako for Eskaya, private legal practitioner, member the Legal and Constitutional Affairs of the NPP. Lawyer, may I nasi area?
Obi, Mr. Wedan was an opportunity. Have a good day.
Thank you. Same to you. Ekosiisen Suni, Haya Sempa 94.